Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Hidden Flame. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Now, we are very loud. I don't remember which one it is. Nope. System. Sound. Let us turn this down. There we go. Anything happen with the graphics? Nope. Okay. So, the newest mission's up. It was released today. Oh god, I gotta figure out these controls again. It's been a few months. Gotta let my guys know here. Hello. Just a heads up. I am currently recording. So if you need me, send me a tell. I have the chat in hiding. Meow. Okay, so where are we going? Oh, I'm already here. How do I... How did I get up here? I want to know how I did get up here. Give me my doggy. I don't even know why I was up there. Wait, is this where I'm going? I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Into the breach. Or unto the breach. There's a difference between into and onto. Alize is waiting patiently for your return. Or for the return of the Scions. Okay. Please be voice. Please be a voice cutscene. Good news. Hidden, Thancred, and Urianger have finished their tour of Gurlamad and are on their way back even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything about the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They are due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say. So this is the first of two parts. The second part won't come out for toward the end of May. Ah! Shit. No! What did he say? No! Stop it! Welcome party. You needn't have gone out of the trouble. From what I hear, you have been more busy than enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering the cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. If it's any consolation, I myself was more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Gira, and Hidden. Goriah, I guess, and Hidden. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. Oops. Okay. As you have also heard, though, it hasn't been the tale of triumph, as we were taking a step finally toward addressing the primal threat. A pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help but notice we are one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost them, have you? Oh, could have lost. I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try, repeatedly, but no. He decided to linger in Alamigo to appraise Rauban and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed. As it was just as Lee said, worse, in fact, devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and Ilrid, however, were notable by their absence. Might have been the end. Might they have met their ends at the hands of Zemos and Fandaniel? Perhaps, or perhaps they just simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deadly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it? To what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Oriange, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet, as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed to the palace like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders, as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate clearly, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Daniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same with the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Riange, which reminds me, I have a message from Alamiga. Rauban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings of the towers and requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. Nah, I'm fine. The towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryl. We need not all attend. Very well. I suggest we make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we have to speak with Oriange before the meeting. I haven't changed my outfit in a long time. Can I do it here? Nope. Okay. Okay. Where am I going? To here. Ooh. Might be able to do it here. Okay, can I... Nope. Apparently, I am not allowed to change my outfit. Okay. Well, everybody else is doing it, so might as well. Actually, I'm going to show off. Because apparently this thing is super hard to find, and I don't even remember when I got it. Ah, there's everybody. Whoa. Okay, where is... Wow. There we are. My friends, much and more have I heard your travels in our absence. Heartened I am to see you hail and whole. As we are to see you safely return from your mission, Riange, I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, well, if it isn't Alpha now and his merry band. Oh, it's a guy. Ehrenfeld, what are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you were on a away mission. And who's say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It is good to see you looking so similar. Though you have grown a bit taller after the whole year in another world. But apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body hardly aged. As you were well aware. And may I remind you that we Elzen are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even the great Aurochs such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. Aye, 'twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions. Though Moonbrita towered over me nonetheless. Oh, don't bring up Moonbrita. Ehrenfeld brings out the best in Alpha now, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease with each other's company. It's almost endearing. So what exactly brings you here? Oh, for Dola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait. Does this have something to do with the towers? I'll give you that impression. Actually, tell me later. You got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? If Fordola is going with them, that must mean... My apologies. As Ehrenfeld rightfully pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let's be about it. Give me a voice cutscene already. Especially something like this.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. It is no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
Kind of figured that would happen. Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamolver and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
What about me?
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fudola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Paglthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
Well, he's dead.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realize I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light, or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
He is so dead.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru!
Tataru!
I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Nice.
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Ishgard, now.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
The Bonanza.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
I wonder if we're getting a dungeon or the Lunar Bahamut fight. I see that one being the end of issue 5. Or it might end up being like the end of Stormblood, where you get one mat at the very end, one big fight. So Estinian is bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we might hope it will keep him there long enough for us to fight him. Come. There's no time to lose. So, at the end of Dragon's Blood, Stormblood, we had the big Xenos fight, and that was the only thing there. So I am assuming that's what hopefully it's going to happen. All present? Good. Search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to the place, Garaya and I will look around at the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Hidden can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let's reconvene at the airship landing with or without Estinian. Good luck. I shall begin at the steel manufactory, or perhaps you could try... So, could you try the congregation? Whatever. Lucia may have heard the news of our friend's return. Okay, I will go talk to the local magistrate. The hell? Rowena, what are you doing out here? Okay. Back to... Oh! Practically everything. Okay. It's not what I need. This is pretty much everything. That's cool. Hey, that's actually cool. So we're heading up this way. Oh, I know I can change my outfit here. God, what do I have? It's my Inquisitor outfit. My what? That's my monk outfit. That's another monk outfit. It's my dancer. You know what? I never get to use it. There we go. Off with the Inquisitor. I spent so much time and effort on these outfits. I might as well use them. Good evening to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Emmerich sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of family. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit? Is Justinian around? I see. No, we were not aware Sir Justinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap you should seek an audience with Lord Emmerich, only to find him. Oh, maybe he came to seeking the audience with Lord Emmerich, only to find him absent. In any event, I cannot afford to help. Or I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions fared better. Okay. None of us found him, but we're gonna find him in the next mission or the next area because reasons. Professor! Is it completed yet? Nope. The next expansion is gonna have this whole area, this whole place cleaned up. Ugh. Random. I blew my nose right before this thing's stream. Do you have it? That's just something I have to deal with. Having a stuffy nose like all the time. Oh, airship landing, not the manufacturer. I am dumb. I don't know where the airship landing is. What happens when I don't play that often? The Astro. Hey there, big boy. I I'll just follow the crowd. Because that seems to be the easiest way with these missions. Just follow the crowd. Nope. Nope.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
Not really. He finds us.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
Hey there, my friend.
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Too long?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino. Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Oh my god! Oh, this will be good. This is gonna be...
I am not... Alphino! Two of you are such firm friends. Perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side. To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh no! One person's mad, the other's starstruck.
Explaining what is going on.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting. Estinian! It's been too long. No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
At least someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
Perhaps he sees him as brothers he's never had? Well, you can't keep them all to yourself forever.
Keep him to my... You're joking, aren't you? I'd be glad if someone would take him off my hands.
Sorry, I have chips next to me.
Say. Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azis La.
Azis-La? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Aye. Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azizla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation?
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azizla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again, and I'll throw you overboard.
He's in blue, she's in white. Deal with it.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
Well, it is what it is. Well, there's 5 of us. That's enough for a dungeon. Oop. It has been some time since I set foot in Azizla. But I understand that the 3 of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you had a chance to meet Tiamat during your visit? Alas not. We have no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant. But I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate having a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Hidden is the person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one who have met... She's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face-to-face. Wait, I have? It's been so long! Well, let's just say it helped that Midgar Silmore was there to introduce me. Yes, you were the friend of her father. I too have met with Tiamat. Oh, this couldn't have been good. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her. A worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns one undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat might be forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. He feels I feel his emotions as my own. And I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Pizza? Yes, I'll have a pizza. God dang it, Estinian. Tiamat awaits. This way. Well, I'm just going to continue to show off. swear, people keep saying that Nightmare is one of the hardest mounts to get. I apparently got it, not even trying, but eh. Ooh, destination. God dang it. Why am I using these controls? My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this forsaken place of child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Okay. It's gonna take a minute. Ah, that my sins should be repeated. I sensed not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Miracida, our children. The icon claimed their souls when he first manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools of the Allegan's dark designs.
Much like those held here in Asisla. If dragons who worship Bahamut are required to summon him, that must mean...
Yes, the dragons of Miracida are at the mercy of the Asians. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Asians! Accursed Asians! Vile minions of darkness! Again you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths which you will not stoop?
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering.
Uh-oh. He just poked the bear.
But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
What would thou have of me, slayer of dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Meracidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Why are you poking the bear, Estinian? Or the dragon? Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did the first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequences.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed, ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power we of all first brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb. Are we gonna set her free?
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Speak thou'st in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest. When our own star faced annihilation, Heidelin granted us sanctuary. And now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Heidelin, and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. So, how are we gonna set her free? I'd like to know how we're going to do this. Really do. Well, Porxies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered. Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Elegants kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know where to look. Dungeon time, I hope. We shall leave it to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to removing the shackles. I know Alphino and Hidden are here well enough, but not you two. Are you certain you're ready to see things through? Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star. Though that is not the only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair. And I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me the first step towards a brighter future. And now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work is done here, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea? And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Returning quickly to the task at hand then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Ah, yes, we are familiar with it. The ethereal-chemical research facility in particular. Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Which you just happen to be carrying around with you. I suppose it could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambrose, Riange, and I are researching the use of the spirit vessels and the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready, should the opportunity to test my theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions. Having identified me of being royal blood, and armed with this spirit vessel, I poised that they would do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try at least. Agreed. We will take good care of it. To the flagship, then. Oh, we're down to 3. No dungeon. No, where is it? I'm gonna do this. Move this over here. Get rid of that. Oh, I can't. What? Fine. Whatever. To the flagship. I'm on a dragon, aren't I? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Alright, let's split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find any likely candidates, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. That was... Oh, I forgot about my saddlebag. So, why did I do that? To select from favorite something, huh? It's weird. Whatever. Hello. Okay. Data link with the Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advised deployment of automated combat units. Proceed. Warning! Scheduled Dragon restraint of maintenance due in negative 2,020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Okay. The other one is... I don't know. I'll just do this. Ah, there it is. Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing at critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance. I'm afraid that Cindy and I have littles to show for our results. Did you find anything? I did. The node which smelled like burnt hair. A churning node which spontaneously warned me about neglecting the dragon restraints. Spontaneously, you said? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say that this is indeed the node for which Tia spoke. And it was chirruping, you said? Well, let's take a closer look at it. Freaking Ronzos. Did somebody pet me? Did that Ronzo pet me? Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologists and members of the royal family. Or those of a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. You know what? I am Alpha Noah Olivier. But that's just confusing. Assuming you, as you may find my name, might I ask that you use Hidden Flame, please? Username changed. Welcome, Hidden Flame. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanism when ready. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat. And a system update is required. System update? What do you suppose it is asking of us? I could hazard a guess. Well, it's more than I could say. Confounded bloody thing. User agitation detected in Instant Guidance Program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal within the flagship. So, can this thing release the restraints or not? It can, but once it has received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected. Initializing placation protocols. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with the guidance than without it. Just give me the dungeon already. Am I going in or not? There it is. There's something. Guiding user to terminal. Please, this way. This way, please. Vengeance! This is probably going to be a dungeon or a trial. Am I going up or in? With a name like that for vengeance? Am I going up? No. Ah, here we are. God dang it! People in their damn pets. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Error detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update 5 years, 1 day. That is rather longer than we were hoping for. And there aren't any other options. For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, can't imagine it will be a change. It will have changed all that much, as long as we pay due attention to the discrepancies. I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain it. Just tell me if we've made any progress. Yeah, I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via Link Pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. Might I assure you, it might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahaya Tio once this is over. There you go. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Elegant Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians. And it was the same in Ishgard when they stroked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All the Ascians all that the Ascians touch turns to ash, and thus have made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. So I must ask, what do you intend to do with Daniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? Oh no, he is going to die. Oh. I will remember him. Certainly, after I wipe that smile off his face. I'm gonna beat his ass. I'd rather put my lance through his heart and be done with it. But perhaps this is the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope it does not come to rue your benevolence. To think us unwise to view the world thus? Far from it. That has ever been your way, and I have learned when we joined together with Iceheart. Yet the fact that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may have come a time when you extend a hand in friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Pretty much. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Fano has things here at hand, I suggest we rejoin the others. Okay. Take care, Alphano. And clickety clackety click clack clack. Fly, my pretties. Come on, give me something. This better not just be a video of all just story. Normally these are only like 5 or 6 missions long, 10 at most. What the hell is that? Oh, we need 5 people. Well, I don't need 5 people. I'm a freaking healer. Justinian told me this. Told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it Alpha knows abstinence that he needed elsewhere. Ooh, playing Dragon Song. Well, that is all. That all sounds rather frustrating, but you got to the end. While you were off talking to Nose, Gur and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings can confirm that the ethereal balance leans strongly towards the Umbriel, as well as the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer amount of quantity of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. Meaning, I need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Although this endeavor will be much to ask of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of the tempering than a suffering by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might have made a difference. Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would have not believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It is time to put our theories to proof. Tell Alphino to disengage restraints, ethereal dampeners. Counting on you, Angelo. Such warmth. The frost of shroudeth my soul doth being to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with men of Aleg. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process is restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state? Is awakening ancient memories? Or might it be the opposite is true? If so, by helping her recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Hidden, she trusts you. Speak to her and tell her about and ask her to tell you of times past. Tell me of your war with the men of Alec. Wicked, bloodthirsty creatures. Not content with their own lands, they brought fire and death to Mirasidia, our home. The tale begins with when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush, fertile land. It would come to be known as Mirasida by the children of men, though many years were passed before they crossed the seas. Upon the arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Shalarian scholar Rurasha. She points that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she was with us to hear the tale of Tiamat herself. Again, Angelo. You know, this could have been a voiced cutscene. When the first child of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held domain. Such was their fear of dragonkind, and they kept their distance, and so we let them be. Yet, as the days went by, ship after ship appeared on the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem. And soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man, and blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflict. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of man, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony, too, were fated to end, for the men of Alug slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the invendum words of the Asians. The rest thou knowest only too well. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of Asians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Fine sentiments, but you are almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over. Keep going, Alize. The magic is working. Whew. Well, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient could have prepared me for defeating a great worm. But we're close. I can feel it. And while I've got work, and I've got a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Graz, this will work. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you to that. Here we go. Voice, please, voice. Hey there, little guy. He is so cute. Angelo, Hyper Beam attack.
No. I'm almost there.
Shut up and get to work. Quit complaining.
This is it, Angelo!
Angelo, hyper beam attack. I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weaketh.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Don't you dare betray us, Justinian. Answer me this, children of men. Can my kindred be saved like in this manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You two wish of this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
Do it.
Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Or else we're gonna have a hell of a fight on our hands. I thought Tiamat was purple. For vengeance and atonement, I arise.
By the gods!
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan. He flies for the largest Amalta settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
I am sure you are desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle. 'Twiz would be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. To the foe we face demands no less. The Flames of War. Okay. I've already sent word to the others. They will rendezvous at Ul'dah, Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alpha now and be on our way. Oh, okay. Now, I know that some of you could do with a rest, but I'm sorry to say that the Telefloroi have other plans. Pegath is under siege. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defense effort, with Marshal Tarupin at their head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It is good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandon them? Do we not profess to be their friends? There she is. Our little potato queen. Your Grace. Marshal Tarupin had made provisions for such an exigency had made provisions for such an extension. I could never say that word. For such a happening, and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each to whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in this resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Pakistan. Yet, even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not the might of the Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured, but not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja show signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascians or otherwise. It may be that the Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that is true, anyone could fight him, and hidden in the others, like her, wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Be it as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains incalculably powerful foe, whom our soldiers would struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare better. Assuming it is, you're ready to take the field. An airship will bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. The Scions of the 7th Dawn are at your service. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Until next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. That was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I, for one, am inclined to do as her grace requests. Least we forget, Ehrenveld and Ferdola are in Pagalith on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed, to the airship. And don't saltily walk, run your asses. Oh, they're walking. So where am I going? I have no idea where the airship landing is. Okay, let's do another outfit change. Where's my blue one? Okay, where am I going? I have no idea where this airship landing is. Okay. Hastings Strip. Steps of Nald, where am I? Steps of Nald. Ah, okay, I see it. Right? Nope, wrong way. This way. Nah, we'll stick with our... I'm a white mage. I should be looking white. Did I... Apparently I went the wrong way. There we are. So this is probably going to be a trial or a instance, not an actual thing. An actual dungeon. Greetings, we've been expecting you. But say the word, we shall depart for Pagarth at once. Oh! It is a dungeon. Okay. Let us see how fast this works. Oh, 490? What am I at? 472. Okay, so looks like I have some, I guess, shopping to do. Or some grinding to do. Unless... What do I have? Yeah, it looks like I have some stuff to do. So, I guess we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you for watching. And I'll be back once I hit that 490 mark. Later.